Hαίrete and salvete, omnes. Before I get into what I'm going to talk about today, hopefully you liked my Hades playthrough. As I said, I hadn't touched it before then, so enjoy my struggles. I have set it up to be like every other week, so it's not just all gaming on my channel. I did some math because the game is said to take about 96 hours to complete it. And if I did 20-minute segments, there is 5,760 minutes in 96 hours. So I divided that by 20, and that's 288. And if I did it every other week, so that would be out of 26, so 26 weeks of the year, 288 divided by 26 is a little bit over 11. So that's like, if I had done that all the way across the board until I finished the game, that would be 11 years worth of gaming content, and there's no way I'm going to do it like that. So I will be putting sections in 20-minute segments, but I will start editing out more like me struggling and stuff. I just wanted my first reactions to be in there. And so, you know, all of that fun stuff. So instead, some of the times when I upload the gaming, I will just upload the whole like 2.5 hours of gameplay just on times that I've decided that like I'll just put up the whole playthrough today instead of just doing 20-minute segments. I don't know how I'm going to decide when to do that. Maybe I'll do it around like holidays and stuff when I know more people will be like home and all that fun stuff. But anyway, I wanted to give a brief explanation of why you'll probably be seeing a lot of Hades for the next couple weeks, like every other week, especially because I am a PhD student, and if I don't have anything or don't have time to film anything in between, at least something is going on my channel. So I'm trying to not like abandon it for a year again. And I know I look kind of like a mess, but I wanted to talk about something really quickly because I got it a while ago and it was still when it was like in the like crowdfunding phase. But it's called the Literary Tarot. If you didn't know, I do read tarot, not professionally or anything, but it is something I do. And this one is the classics, like classic literature like edition. So inside, I'm trying to show all the nice pretty things about it. It has such a nice box that I really like. And so what I wanted to show you specifically were the cards that I would deem as classical reception, because they show some figures from the ancient world or ancient literature, and I thought it would be fun to look at the art together. This isn't going to be super long, but I got it a while ago. It was, I think I hadn't even left America yet, so this was well over a year ago before I had to send it to my office in the UK as the address, because I realized that I didn't know what my address would be when I moved. So I remember doing that, and then I forgot about it for quite a while until one of the staff put it on my desk when I wasn't there. I did get some other cool things, like these are all postcards. So we have, I believe this is the Dracula postcard, and then Alice in Wonderland. And I believe this is King Arthur relevant, but yeah, it said Merlin on the back, so I was right. So as a pen dragon, I'm not sending that to anyone. This is mine forever. Also, Tucker wants to keep Alice in Wonderland because he collects Alice in Wonderland stuff, but aside from that, I don't know if I'll ever send these to anyone. It's like kind of collectors type things, but I wanted to show you like the little extras I had. It also came with a very lovely reading mat that I very much like. I'm not much of a gold person. Like I'm not keen on gold for things like decor or jewelry. I'm more of a silver person, but I very much like how the cards look with the gold and the reading mat slash cloth, if you will. So I am going to take a minute to go through these to make sure I'm seeing the right ones. So I'll probably cut out all of me trying to find who's who. But when I find someone who is indeed from the ancient world, so I'm going to look for people who are from ancient literature to show you those cards specifically, and then I will let you know where you can get this. I don't think I have to say this, but it's not sponsored by them in any way. I'm just showing off the pretty things that I'm excited to have. Okay, this is like classical reception, because the first card that's on the top of my deck, I think I did shuffle it a bit, is Judgment. So I hope you can see that card. So this is Judgment. And the Judgment card is supposed to be Dante's Inferno. And so that pairing was made by Felita Hicks. It's talking about upright versus reversed and what they mean. The interesting thing about this deck, really, that's the major arcana, but the minor ones, instead of being the usual different things, they have different suits instead. And so the suits in this one are ink, light, quills, and parchment, because this is a literary deck. So I think that's very cool and interesting. So the ink is supposed to be passion, willpower, and an inspiration. Light is supposed to be emotion, imagination, and intuition. And quills are intellect, logic, and conflict. And then the parchment suit is material concerns and health. That gives you a bit of an idea of what the suits are going to be like in this. So when I pull out ones that might be from ancient literature or somewhat related to the ancient world, now you know what the suits mean. Right, so for the upright position, it says, just as Dante and Virgil descended through the 9 circles of hell, you are forced to reevaluate your beliefs about yourself and the world around you. Take this time to reflect on your purpose. A reckoning is just around the corner. So, you know, it's relating the reading to the literature. So I find that very interesting. So now I'm just going through my deck, and I'm probably gonna cut out me shuffling through things. So hold. And now we have the 2 of Quills, which is Antigone by Sophocles. The pairing is by Alec Navala Lee. And so this, I really love the design for this. Look at that. It is awesome. The detail and just the emotion in that is amazing to me. The main thing at the top says, are there any woes that Zeus has not brought to pass? By defying the powerful, you might suffer the most of all. If this is what fate has decreed, what can you do or undo? That's for that card. I'm not gonna read everything in the book for each card. I'm just showing you the art and giving you a little bit of context of it with the art. And then I'll let you know where you might be able to purchase it. Brink Literacy Project, I believe, is the company. So that might be worth looking into. So for the King of Light, we have the Odyssey by Homer. So the King of Light looks like this. And it is so much more stunning in person because of the gold leaf and stuff on it. So look how amazing he looks. That is an amazing card in my opinion. Brave Odysseus. You will need your mind, body, and heart to find your way home. By mastering both your emotions and logic, you will finally succeed through turbulent times and tides. Seems fitting, right? So that pairing was by Vida Ayala. I apologize if I am saying any of these names wrong. Please feel free to correct me if you know how to say their name and I'm doing it incorrectly. By the way, none of these are going to be in any particular order. I believe I've already said this, but in case I haven't, I shuffled them at one point to do a practice reading for myself. And so none of them are really in any particular order. So that's why it's taking me longer, because I'm double checking to make sure I don't miss anybody. Because it might look like the card I'm looking for, but I want to make sure, again, it's not something I'm misinterpreting. Like the first one that I did show you was Dante. So the design looked ancient because Virgil is there. Again, I'm just double checking everything. Now we have the Iliad by Homer, which is the 6 of ink. So here is the 6 of ink, the Iliad. Look at that armor go. The pairing was by Stephen Fry. For the art, the field of war shines a light on what is best in humankind and what is worst. For those who serve a cause higher than themselves come the prize of immortal renown. Fate has darker plans for those who set themselves above duty and service. So that is the intro for that card. So next we have the King of Quills, which is Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. And here's what he looks like. I absolutely love all of the imagery here. And I'm moving it back and forth so you can see the gold. But here he is. King of Quills, Marcus Aurelius Meditations. The King of Quills asks you to lead with reason, honesty, courage, and temperance. And the pairing was made by Kelly Sue DeConnick. So I do like the art for that one. I like the art in all of them. I know I probably said that every time, but I do. I like the art for all of them. They're very, very pretty. So the Knight of Quills is Oedipus Rex by Sophocles. The pairing was made by Rachel Pollack. And here he is, Oedipus. That is such a good depiction. Just want to get that gold shine in there so you can see it. So what the beginning of this one says is, "Oh sweet hero, your mind is as sharp as your blade and no danger, however boldly prophesied, will turn you back from your goals. But take care you do not grow blind to your own secret history. Do you know who you really are?" Ominous. But understandably why you would pair that together. There was only a couple of them, so I've probably cut this a bit so it'll be shorter for you to actually see what I wanted to show you. And here's more information with QR codes about the people who made this lovely set. And I hope you enjoyed looking at that art, and let me know if you also read tarot and what's your favorite deck if you have one. And how many decks do you have? I have a couple back home, but this is the only deck I have in Scotland with me right now, so this is what I'll be using. All right, everyone, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!